Jab, 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 right hook. That is the name of our book for today. Gary Vaynerchuk wrote it. My name is Victor, and we are going to knock this book out. If you don't know who Gary is, you are insane. You need to have this book on your shelf because it's a book written by a number one guy in social media. He knows a thing or two when it comes to marketing. Not only is he so good at marketing and social media, but he was able to grow his family's wine company from $3 million to $60 million in 5 years. He is the person behind VaynerMedia, which is a company that does the marketing for these big companies such as the New York Jets. A New York Times best-selling author, not only with this book, but he has 4 books in total. Gary is also an investor in Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Uber. Let's get to it. So on first round, Gary refers to social media as crack, literally as crack. He says that social media has become instantly rewarding for people and it has become highly addictive. On round 1, he also mentions how most marketers do not understand the language on each of their social media platforms, therefore making most marketers not successful at conveying their unique story. And it's true, most people don't understand how social media works. I have been one of those persons because I used to grab something and I used to put it out there, but it never worked. I never got any response. Most people weren't engaged with my post. The reason being is because we don't understand the language, as he says. So if you post something on Facebook, it will not work on Instagram or Tumblr. You have to know exactly what is working. And Gary does a very good job at telling us what is working in each of the platforms. So your call to action has to be clear and easy to understand. If it's not, people are gonna be confused and they're just gonna scroll down or up and not pay attention to your post. Which brings us to the next thing. Gary talks about timing. Timing is essential. If you are not doing it on the right time where people are the less occupied, then you're gonna miss a lot of views. And that brings us to round 2. In round 2, Gary talks about understanding the users. Most of us think we do, but marketers are so accustomed to building content that is good for them, not for the user. Let's understand that people are not on social media to buy anything. Do you remember the last time you bought something from Facebook? If you don't, it's because we are on social media because we want to have connection with other people. We want to make sure that we are up to date with all the gossip that's going around, and we also like to feel like we are important by getting a lot of likes. And that is what Facebook is really good at, giving the opportunity to become famous for a short period of time or to brag about their awesome lives. And as we move into round 3, Gary hits us with a lot of hooks and a lot of jabs. He gives us a lot of information because round 3 is where you get to experience and see what Gary is all about. Jab, jab, right hook is give, and sell. Most of us, if we are selling something, we always like to sell, and we don't like to give back. On round 3, Gary also shows us the way that he thinks are the best ways to market on Facebook. On round 4, he shows us the way on Twitter. Round 5 is on Pinterest, and round 6 is on Instagram. Round 7 is for Tumblr, and round 8 is where he talks about the emerging technology. I know it has been out there already because he talks about Snapchat, Google Plus, and LinkedIn, but it's still pretty good information that he gives you, even though we are now more advanced and we have Twitter. Everybody knows about Snapchat and all of this, right? And for the last chapters, he gives you the conclusion and things that you still need to know about social media. It's a very good book. If I could rate it from a star, from 1 to 5, I'll give it a 5-star because most people need to get this book. Like I said at the beginning, Gary Vaynerchuk is the #1 guy when it comes to social media. So if you want to get this book, there's a link at the bottom of this video. You can go there, you can get it through Amazon, you can get it to any bookstore, but get it. You have to get it. Understand it, because if you want to make a story compelling for other people, you have to understand the minds and how social media platforms work. Don't forget to subscribe, and also these are the next books that I'll be talking about. So if you have any suggestions for any book that you want to hear about, that you want to purchase, I'll do the review for you and then you decide if it's a good book. But remember, you have to always read new things, because when you read, you learn. And when you learn, you get to experience new things with your life. If you read this book, please leave a comment. Tell me what you learned about it. I like to hear what you think. And also, if you like this video, give it a like. And like I said again, subscribe, and you'll be hearing from more books.